I was born for adventure.
I was born to lead.
I was born to help people.
I was born to be a National Guard soldier.
Because I'm a doer.
Because I want to serve.
Because I'm compassionate.
Whenever the call comes,
I'll be ready.
My unit responds and takes action.
The community can trust that we will be there to help.
no matter what the challenge is, we will bravely face it as National Guard soldiers.
Call 1-800-GO-GUARD and ask us about the job opportunities available in your state.
Sponsored by the Colorado National Guard, aired by the Colorado Broadcasters Association and this station.
1310 KFKA.
The Scooter McGee Show. Paranoia is patriotic.
On 1310
KFKA.
Here is the true definition of an idiot.
She refused the flowers I sent her. She thinks I'm a slobbering idiot.
He's a very strange young man.
He's an idiot. Parents are probably idiots too.
Don't wanna be an American idiot.
Look at me. I'm a goofy doofus. Here's another idiot.
Don't want a nation that does the new media.
You're an idiot. You're a moron. Get on. Take a hike.
I'm not an idiot.
And can you hear the sound of the stereo?
I mean, who is this idiot?
You're a fat idiot.
The subliminal mind America.
Everybody at school thinks I'm a freaking idiot because of you.
Welcome to a new kind of attention. All across the alien mission. Everything is meant to be okay. Television dreams of tomorrow. We're not the ones I'm meant to follow.
Idiot! You're fat and your mom's naked on the internet. You also smell.
You are an idiot. Maybe I need to learn to communicate better. That is a problem. You are a phenomenal idiot.
He's just an idiot.
What are we, idiots?
I'm not an idiot.
You idiot!
You, sir, are an idiot.
If you choose to make it a personal attack on the individual, rather than deal with what the individual is actually saying, which you can easily refute.
I think he's out of his mind.
I know you think he's out of his mind. That's the way you want to deal with it. Michael, can we...
That also giving aid and comfort to the enemy.
Yeah.
The ones that
Stop
kill
with the aid and
Americans.
comfort to the enemy. Michael, can we believe everything the government tells us?
What kind of a question is that?
That is the question that we are going to answer this evening. Good evening again. I'm Scooter McGee. How are you, Northern Colorado? How you doing, North America? More lies, more monkey business. I'd say another day has gone, and another is yet to follow, but what a weekend. America, golf clap to you. You got Paul Wolfowitz. Good job. You see the monkey? We're going to get to that tonight. Unbelievable polling data coming in over this weekend, and it gets trumped. Right now on the #1 Google story being searched, it's not 9/11, it's not fraud, it's, well, Governor Bill Richardson has finally thrown his hat into the ring, so to speak. He's announced he is going to run for President of the United States and, in fact, become the first Latino President of the United States. This is hot off the Associated Press headlines for today. In English and in Spanish, New Mexico Governor Bill Richardson declared himself a candidate to become the first Hispanic president of the United States without the rock star status of some of his rivals. The former congressman and cabinet secretary said his track record makes him the right person to lead the country through a pivotal time. See, now that just it sounds good, doesn't it? No, this is the headline. Now, as I've promised, we're going to go through the headlines, we're going to talk about the stories, and I'm going to give you the truth about New Mexico Governor Bill Richardson, his link to UFOs. Yes, that's right. Monday, out of the gun, UFOs, here we go again. Area 51, a government cover-up with Bill Clinton. But let's just make sure we get through the headlines. Again, get your headlines right off of 1310kfka.com. Whether it's the top, the middle, or the bottom of the hour, get the news when you want it. Jump over to 1310kfka.com. And this off the Associated Press headlines. Richardson enters the 2008 presidential race. Yay! He could potentially be the first Hispanic president of the United States without all that rock star status. The former congressman and cabinet secretary said his track record makes him the right person to lead for the country through this pivotal time. He said he would repair the ravages of the Bush administration, beginning with the withdrawal of all U.S. forces from Iraq and a determination to make diplomacy the primary instrument in U.S. foreign policy. May I quote Governor Richardson? "With pride, I hope to be the first Latino president of the United States." He said it in Spanish, with cheers from many of the supporters in the room who speak the language. Governor Richardson then made the announcement during the press conference at the Millennium Baltimore Hotel, in the same room where he said his hero, President Kennedy, accepted the Democratic nomination in 1960. Okay, that's the headline. Now the story is, of course, the New World Order and their entire agenda and the evil empire and the bad guys. Well, it's an immigration hot button, and I've promised myself we're not going to necessarily talk about the immigration hot button. But I'd like to point out that I'm not the only one that is keeping track of what these guys are saying. Governor Richardson in 2004, when he was then current presidential candidate, wrote a foreword to a book called The Roswell Dig Diaries. Quote, "It would help everyone if the U.S. government disclosed everything it knows. With full disclosure and our best scientific investigation, we should be able to find out what happened on that fateful day in July of 1947. Governor Richardson, of course, is talking about Roswell, the Roswell incident. And the reason was because back then, in the late 90s, Governor Richardson was getting a lot of constituency letters demanding, would you please, for the love of Pete, just tell us what is up with Roswell. So Governor Richardson sends a letter to Bill Clinton. And guess what happened? Not demanding, but requesting. From one governor to the president, hey, can you let us know? First of all, not only is the letter not answered, Governor Richardson gets a cabinet appointee. I'm not making this up. This is the stories of the headlines. We're not even close to the truth yet. Governor Bill Richardson throws his hat into the ring once and for all. The fact that he even talks about UFOs is a surefire way for us to know that he won't be the story. But we have a headline, we have a story, and we're going to get to the truth tonight. 877-353-1310. How was your weekend? How was your weekend? That's all I want to know. Stick around, we'll be back.
KFKA.
News Talk 1310 KFKA, named Best Newscast in a Major Market by the Colorado Broadcasters Association. Why get your news from anyone but the best?
This Memorial Day weekend, celebrate with champion.